registration and dismissal of Mr. Joseph Kimeli Chebi by the Teacher Service Commission. Mr. Speaker, on behalf of Mr. Kimeli Chebi, a resident of Marakwet West, where I come from, I wish to draw the attention of the House to the following issues. Mr. Speaker, that Mr. Joseph Kimeli Chebi of ID number 7372032 was engaged as a teacher by the Teacher Service Commission in May 1990 and deployed to various schools including Kidigos Primary School, Kokongwe Primary School, and Kibirej Primary School within Marakwet West. Mr. Speaker, that when serving as the head teacher of Kibirej Primary School, Mr. Chebi was interdicted on the 14th day of May 2014 by the Teacher Service Commission for allegedly having carnal knowledge with one of their pupils. Mr. Speaker, that on the 23rd May 2014, he was charged before 10 law courts with the offense of defilement, whereupon he was released on bond. Mr. Speaker, that Mr. Chebi appeared before the Teacher Service Commission, County Director at Eldoret, for the hearing of this disciplinary case, during which he was neither represented by counsel nor given an opportunity to address or cross-examine the key witness who was the complainant, thereby infringing upon his right to fair hearing. Mr. Speaker, that on the 13th day of July 2015, he received 2 letters from the TSC informing him of the Commission's decision to remove his name from the register of teachers and to dismiss him from service on the alleged but unsubstantiated grounds. Mr. Speaker, that despite his appeal, the Commission upheld his deregistration and dismissal without informing him of his right of being accompanied by an advocate. So, Speaker, that the deregistration and dismissal constituted grave injustice since the TSC did not properly investigate the allegations leveled against him and arrived at decision solely on hearsay. Mr. Speaker, that the complainant in the defilement case gave birth to a child whom she claimed belonged to Mr. Chebi, but the resultant DNA test turned negative as contained in the government analyst letter dated 21st June 2017. Mr. Speaker, that based on the DNA test, the court acquitted Mr. Chebi on the 24th day of January 2018, and the High Court further dismissed the complainant's application for revision on 24th July 2019, marking the end of the protracted legal battle. Mr. Speaker, that since his unlawful dismissal, Mr. Chebi has suffered great prejudice and irreparable harm, and efforts to seek his reinstatement and re-registration by the Teacher Service Commission in light of his acquittal by a court of law have been futile. Mr. Speaker, that the issues in respect in which this petition is raised are not pending before any court of law or any other constitutional or legal body. Mr. Speaker, therefore, your humble petitioner pray that the National Assembly, through the Public Petitions Committee, investigates the matter with a view of declaring Mr. Chebi's deregistration and dismissal from service by the TSC as unfair, irregular, and unlawful. Mr. Speaker, secondly, that the Committee on Petition inquires into the matter in order to secure the reversal of his dismissal, his reinstatement by TSC, re-registration in the Register of Teachers, as well as remittance of all his dues from the date of his unfair dismissal. So, Speaker, third, that the Committee on Petition reviews and strengthens the existing TSC policies on disciplinary procedures and to ensure that allegations of sexual misconduct involving teachers and learners are thoroughly investigated and dealt with in a fair and just manner. Finally, Mr. Speaker, that the Petition Committee of this House considers enacting or amending existing laws on disciplinary procedures and to provide better safeguards for teachers against arbitrary and unjust dismissals based on unfounded allegations, thereby upholding their rights to due process and a fair hearing. Speaker, in summary, Mr. Speaker, this teacher was employed and served.
Order, Honorable Timothy. You are going beyond what the standing orders allow you.
Guided, Your Honor.
You present the petition as given to you by your constituent. Once you are done, you are spent. The only forum you